in Civvy Street in 47, I joined a local weekly paper as a dog's body while I learned the trade and looked for an opportunity to own my own paper. It took a long while, but it came in the 60s. The old established Tooting Gazette was closing, having lost almost all its advertising and all but 700 of its readers to a big public company group running a competitor. I paid £250 for the Gazette's title and a few desks. Then followed a long fight with the opposition, which covered a wide area, and my paper, which concentrated on very local news. A hyper-local example, perhaps. That's how it all started. I bought and launched more small papers over those early years. One in particular has a similarity with one aspect of the current situation. It was the West Wales Observer, which had been launched in 1853 as the Tenby Observer. It had since fallen on hard times, or perhaps had been mismanaged. Over breakfast one morning in the 70s, I read in the Daily Telegraph of its death. The receiver was named, so I rang him at 9:30. Could I still buy it, I asked. Yes, was the reply, but it has published its last issue, and the staff that are left are clearing up. I reached Tenby in the afternoon. The editor and remaining staff gathered round. Do you want to have another go? I asked. It's Tuesday afternoon, so it would mean getting the paper out in just over 2 days instead of the usual 7, in order that it doesn't miss an issue, which would make our recovery almost impossible. The only major change I need at this point, I said, is that you immediately go back to your beginning and concentrate entirely on Tenby and Narberth. A cat must not have kittens in Tenby unless it's covered in the Observer. But forget the rest of West Wales. They produced a magnificent Tenby paper, bang on time. Here is the actual issue they produced. I was so proud of them. Those journalists and the rest of the declared staff must have worked for 48 hours non-stop. They had localized the paper as I had asked. Literally. Here is a quote from the front page. Theft of 2 clothes brushes from a caravan. Could this be another early example of being hyper-local? From a circulation of 2,700, we reached 7,000 in a few years.